And exactly 1 year ago today, James Staley was convicted of capital murder for the 2018 death of 2-year-old Wilder McDaniel.
Now we're one step closer to learning the fate of his case, appealing that conviction after oral arguments were held yesterday in the Second Court of Appeals in Fort Worth.
Josh Hogger joins us now with recently released audio from yesterday's hearing. Josh.
Yeah, guys, while Staley himself awaits the court's decision from behind the bars of the Bill Clements unit in Amarillo, his attorney and the prosecutor who tried his capital murder case argued for 20 minutes each yesterday afternoon in the Tim Curry Criminal Justice Center. The focal point of James Staley's appeal case since the very beginning has been whether or not a search warrant used to obtain key trial evidence is in violation of the Constitution.
Fourth Amendment's all about the search of people's homes. Home is your castle. Well, your cell phone is your medicine cabinet, your financial data. It is far beyond what anybody ever imagined.
Staley's high-profile defense attorney Keith Hampton argues this warrant fails miserably.
None of these requirements of the Fourth Amendment were met. This is the worst affidavit that I think any court will ever see.
Wichita County District Attorney John Gillespie strongly disagrees, arguing that there were more than enough details in the warrant for the search and seizure of the devices in Staley's home.
He details the relationship, he details the prior episode of abuse, he details where they were living in the same household. These are all specific, particularized facts that many warrants simply do not have.
And where Hampton says the warrant falls short,
A lack of probable cause, a lack of particularity, the use of boilerplate language, and the sweeping any and all devices.
the state says police didn't need to give specific serial numbers to warrant the search.
And we're dealing with fair probabilities. We're not dealing with beyond a reasonable doubt or even a preponderance of the evidence.
Staley's argument remains that the police did a poor job with the investigation into Wilder's death.
The incompetence is unusual. You just don't see this. There are plenty of competent homicide detectives who know how to handle this. This was negligence at its worst.
Gillespie's counter: anyone with common sense could make the connection between the warrant and the search of Staley's devices.
I would suggest, unless somebody's Amish, a dating relationship, a domestic household arrangement is going to have documentation electronically between the two parties that are caring for the toddler in the house.
A search that ultimately yielded evidence critical to Staley's capital murder conviction last March.
It's a search of devices in that household. And what did they find? They found a visual depiction of child abuse.
Now, the appeal case is in the hands of the Second Court of Appeals, who can either reverse the conviction, order a whole new trial, or affirm the decision of the court, upholding his conviction and life sentence. Now, there's no real timetable for when a decision will be made, so stick with us here on air and online at Texomashomepage for the latest.
Okay, Josh, thank you so much for taking us.